you want?
So what I'm actually realizing right now,
Well,
what was really out there right now, what's happening is like people seem to.
Mike is really frustrated, and he wants.
I'm frustrated. With,
I know.
With,
Mike,
with,
let's have a drink.
I'm frustrated with a lack of clarity and a lack of understanding of how people actually see what's happening in the real estate market. And for some reason, everybody that I speak to thinks that the real estate market is dead, and it's not. There was 4,500 sales
Well,
last
it's because
month.
they read what they see online, and that's what people report.
4,500 sales is 9,000 deals for agents. That's
Yeah,
that's
and-
9,000 sales. That's not anything to like for our industry because what I'm seeing is a lot of the people that are coming in, agents speaking to us, asking us for us, and they have a defeated look. Is the market down? Are the sales down? Absolutely. Are the prices stable? Absolutely. Is it a strange time period, not just real estate related?
Dude,
there's a market though, is what I'm saying.
Don't
make that noise.
No, but the problem, because I'm with you. I share your frustration.
I'm a passionate guy.
No, but I share your frustration.
You know?
The issue is that you and I know this. I can say you and I for now. You and I know this because we've seen a typical 6% market. We've seen houses taking 45, 60, 90 days is not abnormal. Like we've lived this world. We've learned what it takes to sell a house in a normal market like this.
But even in a market like this, like if you're priced right, you're going to sell. Like you're still looking at the average sales is like 20 days on the market. Like this is insane. I'm not seeing that in my market right now.
Listen,
maybe I'm not priced right. I don't know.
The problem with pricing is being priced right. So for some sellers, priced right is really low, right? So we gotta.
But if you look
really high.
No, what I'm saying, they bought high. So when you're saying priced right, now they're at a loss.
But if you look,
the market
if you look at the year-over-year sales, the year-over-year sales,
that's our responsibility, man.
It's
our responsibility to have them understand what the real price is.
That's right.
And here's the problem though. So here's the problem. So we'll have agents come to us and be like, listen, this is where we're at, this is how much we've been on the market. Our client's desperate and they need to sell. And you know what? Sometimes the answer is, guys, listen, you could drop it 30, 40K. You're not going to sell it.
Yeah.
It's just where we are in the timing of the market, the timing of the season. It could be weather as a factor. It could be the holidays. It could be it could be anything going on.
And it could be interest rates. It could be a lot of things.
Right.
And it could be consumer confidence. It could be the media.
Right.
There's a million things that are that could be.
But there's still activity. There's still deals to be had.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Still,
there's been previous markets in the past where we've seen major dips, and you're like, yeah, no, everything's dead. And I found myself actually maybe taking an excuse to some clients who I was having trouble selling, and I'm like, yeah, the market's dead. And then I'm looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? Actually, no, it's not. The market's not dead.
Yeah.
There's a heartbeat. Are we getting showings? Yes. Are we getting offers? Sometimes. Are we getting strong offers? Yeah, and then it's sold.
But that's a typical
That's
market
what I'm trying to say.
pre-2016, 2017, before this
Everybody
craziness.
got into this realm for the real, not just the real estate agents, but the sellers and the buyers for that. They got into a rhythm where everyone just thought that this is what it is. You put a house on the market. There's a bidding war. It sells. Everyone's happy except for the buyer.
Gone, yeah.
The reality is that there's nothing wrong with being patient.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm preaching to people all the time. You want me to sell your property? I can sell your property, no problem. You want to sell your property for the most amount of money? Okay, let's be patient. Let's see how this plays out. Let's market it properly and let's actually see how much money we can get.
The only thing is, again, this is going back also, every pocket is different. Some pockets still sell crazy fast.
Yes.
Some pockets are still getting multiple offers.
But if
Some
you look,
pockets are
but one
completely
second.
dead.
But if you look
It's,
at those pockets, and then I was going to touch on this. If you look at those pockets, what you're going to recognize is the properties that are selling and are selling pretty quickly. They're sexy properties. Now because you got to compete against other people. So now more than ever, that paint job or changing the countertop or getting rid of the carpet and putting hardwood. All those things now are what we were used to doing back in the day.
But that's all. It also applies to why you buy in the right location. Like if you compare selling the same price property in Midtown Toronto to selling the same price property in Richmond Hill, I guarantee you the days on the market is not the same. They might sell for the same value, but there is a much larger pool of buyers for some pockets in Midtown Toronto than there is for some pockets in Richmond Hill. Now, when the market gets hot and you have foreign money, foreign money you may have a different situation where there's going to be a lot more people that are also going to be looking at Richmond Hill.
I remember.
We have to look at it for what it is.
For example, in this place like Barrie, used to be a crazy market.
Yeah.
Barrie, a townhouse used to cost you $400,000.
Like
went all the way
COVID
up,
prices, you mean?
Went all the way up to like
Before COVID.
high eights for a townhouse in Barrie.
Yeah.
Okay? It's calmed down quite a bit, but that area is quiet now. Move south, It's still mental.
I have
location,
guys that bought in Friday Harbor that are calling me, and they're like, "I wish I didn't buy this place." And I'm sorry, I don't mean to. Is that bad to discourage?
No, listen, like, not every.
I don't believe
what I'm
that.
getting at is
Sorry,
I have
but-
these people who came in and they bought multiple properties in Friday Harbor, and now they're like, "I can't sell one of them. I can't get my rent out of them, and I can't." Sell
Guys,
them.
it's like when I just want to end it with this. When the market was nuts, Main Street properties, backing onto railroad tracks, backing onto graveyards,
bidding wars.
whatever, bidding.
Yeah,
people were
yeah.
fighting over them.
One light towns.
It didn't matter,
Yeah.
right? And then, but as soon as the market changes, the buyers have opportunity. They have choice. When they've got choice, they're not going to look at those as their first options. That's going to be their last option. So of course they're going to sit and they're going to sell for less. So.
There's trends. There's trends that are going to go with the timing. The time that those small towns were on fire was also right after the same amount of time that everyone was exodusing out of the city.
Yeah.
No one wanted to be on the elevator during COVID, so they went and they flooded these areas. I remember one time doing an offer presentation on literally a town that had one light, and I came out there. And the population was tripled by agents that were there that night.
That's
Let's just
hilarious.
say that.
Yes.
Maybe the only tough
And
guys.
it sold for like something ridiculous, and I was sitting there like, I can't believe what's happening right now. I'm trying to buy this little dinky, beat up house in the middle of nowhere, really nowhere. There was nothing around it, and it sold for like $300,000.
Friday Harbor, obviously a large percentage of buyers were not end users. And obviously when you have a situation like that, you're going to see people suffer in certain times, certain climates. Another example is World on Young. When that project came out, it was flooded by people who were not buying it as end users. There were people buying it.
Yeah.
But as junk as it was for 16, 18 months, we saw 100 listings in that building, but eventually they all disappeared. They all sold.
You're right.
Yeah.
I
And
say
now
Friday Harbor's nice. Like,
it's great.
I'm not trying to
Friday Harbor's
discourage
great.
Friday Harbor or anything like that. It is a good. There's nothing wrong with buying.
The only thing bad about it is that a lot of people who bought are investors
That's
who
what I'm
don't
saying.
live there. But the people, my clients who I put there, love it. They love being there.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you, guys.